can't go that far. Oh dear.
No, not when.
That's okay. Keep going. Welcome everyone to another episode of Specrapular.
Who the fuck you think you are, me?
Welcome to another episode of Specrapular. We are a podcast that talks about movies and shit. Mostly shit. I am one of your hosts, Brandon Aquino, but I'm joined by my best friend and confidant, Mike, the main man. Vero.
All he does is win no matter what. Then there's money in his cup. I don't know how the
Money in his
go.
cup. I like that people used for Jeremy Lin, like every day it's Lin, and like it was because at that time there was Linsanity. Oh, fucking Carmela Anthony, you fucking little baby bitch. He's been coming out lately on other podcasts saying things like, "Oh, I don't think this player's good," or because of the Joker on the Nuggets, that he had the same number as Carmelo, that he was like, "Oh, that's the Nuggets' way of trying to get back at me because I left them to go to the Knicks, and that way his records will overshadow mine because we had the same number." I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, you guys can have separate numbers and retire them both.
The fucking ego, man.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Did he ever even sniff a championship?
No. I don't even think he made it out of the first round. So I don't know what he's got, or not gawking at, what he's just a blowjob. Anyway, no, he's not a blowjob because that's something cool and nice. He's a
rim job.
Well, those could be fun and nice too. If you guys didn't hear that, Mike said rim job. But anyway, Mike, what movie, after you drink your beverage, what movie are we watching? Ooh, no, he's hitting a bong right now. Hey, I got my...
We're doing One Love, fucking new Bob Marley biopic.
Oh, God. So, Mike, what movie are we doing?
Well, we are doing a classic.
Mm-hmm. A classic to whom? Everybody probably? From
1993.
Mm-hmm.
One Jurassic Park.
Yours sounds like Peter Griffin. Okay, so who's in Jurassic Park? Who directed it?
Oh, I don't have my synapses up.
Okay.
I probably just snaps it from a memory hole, but that's fine.
I think I can name at least 4 people from this movie.
You want to do the top billings?
Sure.
See if you get it in order.
So, in order? Fuck. Okay. Order, I'm going to start with Sam Neill.
Ooh, Sam Neill.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. From 1993, Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg, written by...
Did you know originally Steven Spielberg wasn't picked to direct this movie? It was fucking Michael Bay.
Yeah.
And he couldn't figure out how to fucking do it. So he's like, I can't do it. I can't explode enough stuff.
I need more titties. More explosions.
I need more models. I need more explosions. And I need somehow robots. If we can get robots, it would be great. And it just... it's a fucking T-Rex that transforms. Okay, sorry.
Written by... that's not the right movie. Let's turn the page.
Novel written by Michael Crichton.
Mike Crichton. Mm-hmm. Also adapted the screenplay himself.
Yes.
$500K he got paid to adapt it.
That's pretty good.
And then 1.5 for the rights for the movie. He made $2 million at least.
Yeah. Well, he's got to make residuals off that. Hopefully there's something in his contract. Yeah.
And also written by David Cope.
Okay.
I think he did the final draft.
Okay.
So
actors that are in it. So you want me to guess which ones are in order?
Let's just see if we can get it.
Okay.
Just from IMDb.
Sam Neill.
Jeff
Jeff Goldblum. As Dr. Hugh Grant, and then
as Dr. Ulysses S. Grant.
Then there's Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm.
You're already wrong.
Okay, it's Laura Dern as. Are you guys on item? Fuck. What is her name? Sadler.
Okay.
I don't remember the first names. And then there's Then now it has to be Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is Ian Malcolm. And then the last one is probably going to be it'd have to be the old guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name though.
Richard Attenborough.
That's what I said. And
Attenborough.
And who does he play as?
Hammond.
John Hammond. Who is still alive in Jurassic Park 2. But he's old and decrepit.
Right.
And
yeah.
Okay.
Also starring Sam Jackson as Arnold, Wayne Knight as Nedry,
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Richards as Lex, and Joseph Mazzello as Deem.
Okay. So Mike.
Hold on.
Okay.
A pragmatic paleontologist touring an almost complete theme park on an island in Central America is tasked with protecting a couple of kids after a power failure. It's a long thing. Causes the park clones. A park's clone. What the fuck? Are
you okay? Do you want me to read it?
I'm a little sleepy.
Okay.
Causes the park's cloned dinosaurs to run loose. It doesn't mention.
Dig up dinosaurs.
It should say like opened by a eccentric.
An eccentric.
billionaire.
Yeah. I thought the word eccentric too, and I was
It's
like,
always eccentric.
Yeah. I think we can do it. He's just he doesn't, like Jeff Goldblum says, he's just like he's taking
That's why the synopsis threw me off a little bit, because it started off with a pragmatic. I was like,
I would say he's a little pragmatic though, because
I thought it was going to start with
you could have just
describing Hammond.
That is okay. So, a pragmatic paleontologist touring an almost complete theme park on an island in Central America is tasked with protecting a couple of kids after a power failure causes. Anyway, I can't read good.
Can't read good. I can't speak good. We're perfect. We should start a fucking podcast.
Yeah, we don't have to read good. We don't even have to look good. We could just talk, and our voices will wet the masses. Men too.
With like a bit.
Well, not only that, it's the ladies, vaginal.
Oh, you mean
cavities.
sexually?
Yeah,
they'll find our voices
their loins
arousing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They'll be engorged.
I've never that's never happened. But
sure. Yeah. Well, like
I hear tale of it.
I hear the crotch pits get a little messy down there too. I haven't mentioned crotch pits in a while. So this movie, Michael, does this resonate? Childhood nostalgia for you?
Yeah. I told you the story about my first time watching the film, correct?
I thought you were going to say, the first time losing my virginity in 1993. I was like, oh my God, you were a single digit age. But no, I don't think you did. Maybe you did, but let's tell the people.
I'm trying to think what month it came out. Let's go release date.
Okay. Well, 1993.
I don't know why I'm looking in my notebook. It would be my
as if you can write in your notebook, when was Jurassic Park released month-wise? That wouldn't be a question I would write in the Google, but... so it does resonate with me too. It definitely brings back fond memories that I look back on and being kind of scared of this movie at certain times.
Oh, June. Okay. I was already 8 years old.
Okay. So then I wasn't even 7 because I'm a July. But so what's the story?
You were 6.
That's why I said I wasn't even 7.
I know.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, sweet.
It just surprises me.
Yeah.
Did you see it when you were 6 years old? Because 6 years old seems
8.
Too young for this.
Closer
film.
to 8. I remember watching it I think the first time at home.
Okay.
But even then, it still kind of spooked me.
Well, so here's the thing. As when I was a youth,
okay,
I had a dinosaur book.
In dinosaurs?
In these dinosaur books. And one of the pages, I believe it was the center page that folded out a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
There was I could have swore I told this on the podcast already, but if I didn't, fuck it, whatever. The central photo was a Tyrannosaurus going like
jumping in the air.
Well, it had his leg up, so you saw his feet talons
and
his little baby arms. You saw his little hand talons, and his jaws wide open. And it's like and there's like lightning and
were you gonna say thunder?
I was gonna say thunder. I was like, wait,
you can't see that.
Thunder.
Yeah,
but lightning and rain. So it was like so I would like turn past that page quickly because it was scary. And then. When I was 8, obviously I saw the trailer for the film, and it shows the deer going with rain, and so I was like, "Oh my God, it's my worst nightmare coming into life." Yeah. Now I can hear
besides the planets.
Now I can hear the thunder.
Would you say that you have made it real quick? Do you think you have megalophobia?
I mean, I
don't think so. I don't think that with the planet thingy. I don't think that. I don't think
I'm
that would
not
count.
sure.
Yeah,
I don't
because I know I've sent you some
parameters
links.
of that.
Yeah, I've sent you some links to things, and I don't think you're spooked to that. And it's like you said, those planets, if they're like so close, like oh my God. But I
guess I will know when I go to Vegas and I see the actual sphere if it freaks me out or not. Just crash my car.
Yeah, looking at you.
Fuck this. Driving backwards on the freeway.
From my understanding, it doesn't seem that big when you get there. That's what she said. But I don't know.
So anyway. I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, this is my worst nightmare come to life.
Yeah.
And it's out to get me. So my mother worked for the sheriff's department.
Sheriff's department.
And she got free tickets to this movie theater that was there. So one day after school, like, hey, Mom, how you doing? School's great. I don't know why I sound like Jay Leno when I'm 8, but it is.
Hey, you like my cars? I like all these cars.
So she's like, guess where we're going? I'm like, oh, where? We're going to watch Jurassic Park. I'm like, oh, no. So we're like in the theater. I'm like, I need to get out of this fucking place. So I was like, oh, my tum-tum hurts. I can't watch the movie. And my dad's like, you sit the fuck down. You're going to watch this fucking movie. Like,
Even though you're already as tall as your dad by this time.
yeah, he's looking up at me, but he's telling me this.
He's like, you're going to shut the fuck up. Now tie my shoes.
So I'm sure they knew I was full of shit and I was just a little scaredy cat.
Yeah.
And then I watched the film between like closed fingers, at least for the beginning.
It's like how I watched The Event Horizon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, that was the fucking greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So.
Do you still hold it in like a top 10 of yours?
I don't know about that. I've never actually sat down and made the list.
Mm-hmm. Here's an order of that list. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z. Yeah, go ahead.
Biggie and Pac. Anyway. But yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's very good. It's still a lot of it still stands up today, even with the CGI. There's only one scene that really glares to me.
You know what? I wrote the exact same note.
It's the Stegosaurus. When you first see that, I was like, oh, that looks dated. But when you see
there is no Stegosaurus,
or the Brontosaurus, the big neck motherfucker, Deuterime. Yeah, there's a Brontosaurus. No, yeah. That's the one that stood out. But really quick, before we get more into the movie, did you play the Sega Genesis Jurassic Park game?
No.
Where you could play as Grant or the Raptor?
What?
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. I never actually beat the game. I remember just being frustrated.
Wait, you know what? Now that you say that, it's jarring a little bit of a memory.
The Raptor one is fun because you're like, meh, and you could jump like really far away. You're super quick. You're just killing people.
Maybe I did. Okay.
It was interesting to have.
Okay.
It was interesting to have both of those storylines because you're playing as, I wouldn't say a raptor's a villain, right? Because none of these creatures are to me villains. They're just like Malcolm said. They're just like, hey, those fucking things. Let me eat it. So I don't see them
they
as
will protect themselves violently if necessary.
And so
I think Alice does that.
There you have it. I like that he literally just his train of thought ends. He's like, okay, that's it. So I played that game. I played both versions. I think I got furthest playing as Grant. Because you'd have weapons and shit, and the main villain was the T-Rex. I think in both of them. Do you recall being on the Jurassic Park ride?
It took a long because for some reason I didn't go to Universal for a few years after it had opened. Mm-hmm. So I didn't ride it like near its when it first opened, but I had since been on it.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
I believe they changed it from the T-Rex to the newer one.
Megasaurus,
whatever the fuck they do now, yeah. Well, I think they initially changed it when Jurassic Park 3 came out. They changed it temporarily to the bigger mouth fucking one. And then I
breaks its neck.
Yeah, it breaks the T-Rex neck. Yeah, it was pretty weak. And then I think they changed it back to the T-Rex for a while. And then when they did the new Jurassic Worlds, they changed it again. I believe. That's not a ride I go on anymore. I'm not looking to get all wet. And I mean, from last I went on it though, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, but I just don't. I don't like if I go to Universal. I mean, I probably go on Harry Potter and Transformers, even though it hurts. Like it's so fast and jarring.
Yeah. And
then that you stop rapidly, and then you smack your head back on the headboard.
That's how the Mummy ride is too.
That's what I just said. Oh, did I say Transformers?
You said Transformers.
I'm sorry. I meant the Mummy. You're absolutely right. I meant the Mummy. Yeah. But Transformers has a little coaster too. Have you seen those places when the lights come on?
No.
It's fucking stupid. Like it's just that you're just in an empty warehouse, right? It's just all dark in there and stuff, and you're going around.
And just little scenes.
Yeah, you don't see. Yeah. So there's a time when Harry Potter had to shut down for like 5 minutes because there's a malfunction. I was like, oh my god, I'm like 8 feet in the air. Not that it's that high. Yeah. But then the lights came on, like the emergency lights, so you can see, and you just see like little screens like throughout the whole thing, and you're just on a little tram. I'm like, this is fucking dumb, but they're using just old warehouses like for filming. So why the fuck not just utilize those? Anyway, let's start from the very beginning. Why the fuck he's saying shoot her, right? Like shoot her.
Shoot her.
So there you hear the shots. Why is that thing not fucking dead?
Yeah.
Like they're tasing it initially. So he's like shoot her. And my also thought is, why does a guy have to get on top of that to open a gate? Why is that not automated? Why can't you be on the outside pushing that up or something like that? He has to be on top of the cage to pull that shit up. But that's a pretty smart dinosaur to just like, hey, I'm going to fucking hit this real hard.
I don't know what came out first. Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm assuming this did. Die Hard had to be like...
Before Sam Jackson was in that?
Well, not that, but when the crazy blonde lady shoots his partner, and it just zooms in on their eyes, and like you see just the flash.
Yeah.
So for some reason, that reminds me of
Where
the eye of the raptor. Like,
yeah, looking at the guy, and he's that's what Jeremy Irons, and I don't know who that lady is, but I like Jeremy Irons a lot. He's still got it.
So the film is about a billionaire, John Hammond, who.
Do we know how he got his billions? Is he like Scrooge McDuck?
He's probably like some tech something. I don't know.
Okay.
What's the company? InGen?
InGen, yeah.
Yeah. Creates this a theme park in Costa Rica, buys an island, and he needs to, because of that guy's death in the beginning of the movie, the investors aren't sure about it. They have to have the attorney come. Might shut him down, so we need some endorsements from some professionals in the dinosaur field.
Yes. And so the man that was killed, murdered, the family is suing for $20 million.
Which doesn't seem like that much.
That's well, if you think in
just come fucking check.
If you think in 1993 that if you're a billionaire, your money is going a lot farther than it would be today. And so 20 million to him, any billionaire, that's nothing. Because if you think about it, you have another, 980 million of those left to get to $1 billion, right? Right? Is my math right? Okay, good. So that's nothing. That's nothing. So investors wise, if they're pulling out, like you still have $980 million. Like I think you could still.
Well, I don't think it's the money. It's the worry that now the safe is not, or the park is not safe.
Yeah. And that raptor cage, mind you, is like 20 by 20. Like that was tiny.
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy.
Well, not only that, I'm thinking, how is anybody going to see anything in there? Like it's covered with the jungle, well, not jungle, but like the plants and stuff. So even when they looked in, like you could probably barely see it, like what's going on when they're killing that goat. But
also when they're like
cattle, it was a cow.
Yeah, when they like open up the door to like let the crane out.
Yeah.
And the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, one, why didn't the raptor just jump out when they do that?
Yeah.
And two, looks like a fucking cage for like some dumbass kids like trampoline in their backyard.
Yeah.
Like, how is that supposed to hold a raptor?
Well, that was my thought. Like again, I have in the notes. We're going ahead a little bit, but let me see where. Damn that weather, eye contact very good. Okay, can I touch it? No. Super sexy Malcolm laying across the table. Yeah. Where is my note about the raptors? The Stegosaurus part.
There is no Stegosaurus.
I'm sorry, the Brontosaurus. Jesus Christ.
It might be Brachiosaurus. I always forget the difference. I think the Brachiosauruses are a little longer and bigger.
I feel as the raptor cage should be completely closed because it had that opening. You're right, because it had that opening. Like, not only should it be larger, because it seems inhumane to have them in that like, let's just say it's 40 by 20. That's still not a lot of space for 5 raptors, I think, or 3 of them even, to...
Well, he says it killed the other ones, right?
Oh, there was 5, and then she was introduced to it, and there's only the 2 plus her. And so those are the 3 you see, right? Because there's the one that's attacking Laura Dern and got Sam Jackson, and then the 2 when he was like, let her go. Really quick, now that I'm talking about that, he's aiming at the lead alpha girl, right? Like he's like, he's aiming at her, and then the other one pairs, and he's like, let her go. He should have just shot. Like, fuck it. Try to take out that one in front of you, because he tries to turn and shoot, and it gets him, right? So I would have just said, fuck it. You're the smart one. I'm just, I'm aiming a shotgun, mind you. I would have went,
clever girl.
So you don't experience the straight getting your head chopped
Getting
off.
Eviscerated? Yeah, that's not the best.
But like he's aiming a shotgun, right? He pulls out so he can brace his body for that powerful shotgun blast.
Like he's aiming for a shotgun?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like this, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like it's a rifle, and it's gonna spray out anyway.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny when later Grant shoots a shotgun and it's just single bullet holes. I was like, that's not how shotgun. Unless they are shooting slugs. But I wouldn't think they're gonna shoot slugs.
Big ass fucking slug round. You think a slug's gonna leave a little baby? Shatter that fucking window.
Absolutely that. And if it hit a dinosaur, it's like it's gonna blow it up. But those, from my understanding, also pack more of a punch because it's just it's a bigger chunk. It's like the size of the chunk from Kung Pao that came out of the guy's body.
It's like one whole piece.
Yeah. I must have said shoot her for months after seeing that movie. Shoot her. Do yours again.
Shoot her!
Yours is better than mine. Yeah, yours definitely better than mine. Also, I might as well skip ahead. Jeff Goldblum impersonations.
I've been doing them for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, so I've only been doing them for about 32. But so
like as soon as this movie finished, I was like
the scene of it, I paused it and I was just like just doing his little mannerisms, his little things.
You two dig up dinosaurs? Like every line that comes out of his mouth is amazing.
Like,
which is one of the sad things about The Lost World. Like he loses all the fun.
Yeah.
But I guess if he's traumatized by this occurrence, then it makes sense. And that
broke his leg, right, or something like that. Yeah. And so
I probably had it like, you know what? I read The Lost World
in a book.
I'm trying to remember if they talk about it, like him, like his leg being shattered or something like that.
I don't remember that. And I read it too.
Call it, but
I own both of them somewhere.
well,
so
freaking down.
No
Well, I have this little something called library card. Ever heard of it?
I have a library card for many. I have it for the city of Orange County. I have one.
How do you think I cut my cocaine?
I have one for the city of Huntington Beach still for some stupid reason. Which their library, the central
Can you
library.
rent MAGA hats?
I can. You know, it's funny. I don't remember what I was listening to, but I think it was on Sirius. No big deal. It's free with my car. But the guy was like, yeah, like, you know, if you do this for Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, why is this on this fucking station? Because, like, it's not a commercial, but it was the guy talking. It was like the DJ or whatever talking about it. And he said in the magazine, and it, like, he had Trump stuff. And I was like, is it a magazine or is it magazine? Because I was curious. And I thought that'd be actually kind of cool if someone had a magazine called It's Magazine. But I was like, that's going to ruin the word magazine. Anyway, let me see here. That focus pull for the mosquito was so good. It went out just for a second, but like that pull, not only did they pull the camera in.
That's a oneer, right? From the time they entered the cave?
I think so.
They walk all the way and it ends?
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. And that guy had the smallest part, the guy that was giving him a little tour. I wonder if the guy slipped on purpose when he helped him up. I don't think that looked fake.
Did he slip?
Yeah, he slipped.
I thought he hits his head.
No. Well, he does when they go into the cave, but prior to the cave, he slips on like a rock.
Yeah.
And so he helps him up. Let's see here. I don't think a shotgun blast into the ground would be that loud when they're trying to get that X-ray of the floor. Do you hear the...
It's sonar if it's going for...
Either way, but they're using a shotgun shell. Did you hear the theory about that little kid?
Living in a shotgun shell. What?
That theory, that little kid that was like, I don't think there's... And he like...
He's a raptor?
No. That he's Chris Pratt's character in Jurassic World.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, so that's why he has his affection for the raptors. Because Grant was like, you know, look what you're... You know, he's just educating him on all that shit.
And it cuts at you with this.
It's his middle finger.
Retractable claw.
And Laura Dern's like, it's in your other hand, Grant. Oh, sorry. And he pulls up his hand. And then he starts singing that song.
The Barney theme song?
Well, I was going to say like Ricky Baker. Ricky Baker. Let's see here. Oh, so do we want to do our impersonations of Jeff Goldblum real quick?
We just did them. I did mine.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I'm Laura Dern and Dr. Grant. I don't... What's her name again? Sadler? Okay, I'm Dr. Sadler and Dr. Grant. I'm sitting on the other side of you, and you're sitting there with the blood-sucking lawyer and Hammond. So you are going to say, you know, you're like, dinosaur? You guys dig up dinosaur? So you do your impression, and then I'll respond, and then you can do the laugh, okay?
So you two dig up dinosaurs?
Well, I mean, it's a little more complicated than that.
Then do I laugh now?
Yes. Yeah, so we're feeding our show. So I'll say it again. You're not an actor. Okay, so you said the line.
No, you said you're going to be Grant, so I thought you were going to put another line in there.
Okay, what's his other line then?
Well, no, doesn't Hammond say some shit like, "Oh, you bring"? Oh no,
that was before. I think you're fucking.
You gotta watch this.
Start it over.
Well, because he talks to the attorney. He's like, "Oh,
yeah, you brought a mathematician, and I bring the paleontologist.
I bring the paleontologist. You bring a rock star."
Yeah. I don't think so. I think the her is right after. Just do the fucking laugh, okay?
I already did it. You're ruining everything.
You're ruining it. You start stomping your feet. You do this for everything. Let's see here. I really like Laura Dern. I originally thought Dotson was the park wrangler. Like, was the Australian guy. When he first saw him, I was like, oh, man. Like, why? Is he a bad guy?
He's a double crosser?
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, he wouldn't be a double. He'd just be a double. Get it right, but fuckface. But they look similar, like facial structure. But then you hear the guy's voice, and it's
okay.
Like,
yeah, I guess so.
Like he's American.
He doesn't have an accent at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like once he starts talking, it's I don't hear him saying shooter.
Extremely intelligent, problem-solving intelligent.
So the Brontosaurus was one of the only parts that I thought doesn't really hold up. With sophisticated science, I like that he said it like that. Do we hate the fact that...
Thinking machines and supercomputers.
Do we hate the fact that Ian Malcolm was correct in all this?
Hate the fact?
Maybe not hate the fact, but just like, okay, you got this guy that comes in that's... He's right in everything he said, right? It finds a way. But it makes me think, how long have they been doing this? That they're already hatching eggs. But, like just that he's he sort of has his ego to him, right? He sort of has his like thing to him, like, you know, he has all these ex-wives, he has all these kids, he's very high on his education, his smarts, but everything he said was right. So how do you feel about that? Is that like something that like fuck, like especially for Hammond to be like that motherfucker was right? Like how do you think you would feel about that?
Well, I think what he's trying to say, and actually because Allie and Hammond have this conversation in the dining room.
Yeah.
Right. Where he's like, "Oh, it's tragedy. What happened here? What we should do is this next time. Next time we'll be prepared." And she's telling him like, you can't control. Like that's the point. That's the issue we were trying to tell you earlier. You can't anticipate every issue.
Yeah.
So essentially, what like Ian is saying is exactly that. Mm-hmm. Like his whole thing is about chaos. Like there's too many variables. And then also if that's under the most ideal situation, right? Like stuff can happen and you have to be prepared for it. And what he's saying is Hammond is coming at it completely not even in the right starting spot. Right. It's just capitalistically. Like just okay, well they can do this, so let's do this and now let's make money.
Yeah, they did this. They learned all this. Let's take what they learned.
Yeah, they're putting the cart in front of the horse at that, like, we're ready to fucking have every kid have their fucking birthday here, when it's like, you don't even have the fucking system set up or the most trustworthy people, like, controlling your system.
Yeah.
Like, it's an illusion of control that never existed in the first place.
And really quick to talk about the people in control of that. Like, if that was my computer guy, I would have fired him a long time ago. A toxic employee is the worst thing that you can have.
Can't even talk to him.
Yeah, like they're talking back and forth, and Hammond is right. Like, hey, I'm not in charge of your fucking finances. You do whatever you want. I'm paying you this. You agreed to it. Like, I'm not forcing you here. But, you know, he just is just a fucking shitty employee, messy, dickhead. Yeah, you said you can't even talk to the guy because everything is just he has something to say.
When he was at the restaurant waiting for Dotson, after he got the shaving kit. How many prostitutes do you think he had before he went back to the island?
And then not only how many prostitutes, but did he shower? Because I feel like he probably didn't.
Some crusty folds is what you're saying.
Not only that, but wet, crusty folds. Like there's already crusty there, and then there's the wet sweat.
It's
on
humid.
Top of it. Yeah, like fucking. He doesn't care.
Those cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's just the cheeks got to be like not only is it swamp butt likely. No, it's not likely. It is. It's swamp butt. He probably wants his ass eaten too.
Yeah.
Like, cause he's there. He's like, I'm going to try some things. Why not? And he's going to bend over. So that way, one, he can fuck one girl's mouth and the other one's eating his ass from behind. And again, he's likely not showering.
Yeah.
And he probably made Dotson pay too. Dotson's there watching. Like he's paying more to have Dotson watching.
Yeah.
Dotson's paying for it. So, that's gross. And I'm all about it. That raptor cage should be closed off. What notes do you have? Ideas or thoughts? THOTS.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, the good kind of thoughts.
I think the first thing I wrote, so good. Like still. It's just, I got a little angry at people who don't like this movie, which I don't know. I meant to look up like bad reviews.
Sure.
But like, it's so tight. Mm-hmm. Like in the stories.
Like dog-ass tight.
Yeah, dog-ass tight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Shit goes down.
Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you play DDR.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
What you're talking about. I don't like music.
Yeah. Well, you had your athletic scholarship when you were in college, so I get it. Yeah.
I was a world-class badmintoner.
Yeah. That could work.
Three-time defending Minties champion.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying
because even the variable that, oh my god, what the fuck's the stupid name? Nedry causes, kind of goes with like the theme of the movie. Like it's just because he's greedy, right? He just wants to make the money.
We're talking about Knight, right?
Yeah, okay. Nedry.
Mm-hmm. That was his name, Nedry. I'm sorry. Okay.
So just that as the catalyst for all the shenanigans going on, I just thought it was inventive and fun.
Well, he had to unlock all the doors so he can get into the cryo tube to get the DNA. And I do like that Barosol can. That was pretty cool. But you would think that, but he had to go through some of the dinosaur things too, right? To get there quicker. So all this would have worked out likely if that storm wasn't there.
Yeah.
If that storm didn't come in, he would have probably gone through that smooth. And then no raptors would have got out. Well, actually, they might have still got out, but he would have got away. if there was no storm.
Well, no, the Raptors didn't go out until they had to shut down the power to reboot the system.
Right, but they had to do that because they couldn't find him, right? Like they couldn't find him to do his shit. Okay, so that's fair. So they likely would have waited. And okay, yeah, you're right. So then that means that they turned off the T-Rex too.
I didn't write his name down. Man, what is his name?
Samuel Jackson's?
No, the game.
The hunter guy?
Yeah.
Shuta. It's Shutuher.
But even he says himself, he's like, well, even Nedry knew not to fucking mess
Turn
with
that
the
off.
raptor.
Yeah. Raptor and T-Rex. Because they weren't in his way. Like, I feel like if it was on
his shit shut down the T-Rex stuff.
Well, no. I thought it was when
Muldoon.
I thought when it was the grand shutdown, that's when it was the T-Rex and the Raptors.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have to go
because
through the
they don't do the power shutdown until Malcolm is already back with them on the table.
Okay, that's fine. I guess I agree with that because now they're putting
This thing only works if you watch the fucking movie. No.
Yeah. Which have you seen every single movie? I think there's only one that I stopped watching because I was like, I got the gist of it. Do you know which movie that was?
Fallen Kingdom.
We didn't watch Fallen Kingdom.
What are you talking about?
Out of all the movies that we've reviewed.
Oh, I thought you meant of the Jurassic Park movies.
No.
Well, first I was going to be smartest and go, all movies ever made? No.
Which movie? There's only one. Which movie out of all of them?
Oh, True Lies. Come on.
No, I watched it fully.
T2?
I watched it fully.
Home Alone?
No. Well, you get two more guesses. It's a I guarantee it's not going to be a popular movie.
Green Room?
No, I watched that.
Okay. And then Social Network.
That's a popular movie.
I don't know.
The Hunt. Because remember I told you, like, it made me like, I was like, oh man, this is too real. Like,
you didn't see the end?
No, I watched that part, like when he's like out on the hunt,
Yeah.
and I saw the alternate ending because I did talk about that too. But it got like maybe halfway, and I was like, this makes me uncomfortable, and it just because again, knowing that false accusations on somebody can ruin their whole fucking life, and so I was like, I don't want to watch it. So I just read it online, like, okay, here's what's happening, and I was able to go by the beats, and then we're still talk about it fully, but. It's the only one I didn't watch.
So you lied to the listeners.
Yeah, all at that time, all like 20 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry guys. So, what else do you got?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. He would have got away with it if it wasn't for those damn pesky kids.
So, like I said, I fake being sick. Watch the movie. It's so good.
Okay.
I like how Joe Mazzello is just as much of a smartass as a little kid as he is when he gets older in the Social Network.
So good. Well, he was in the Social Network. Who was in the Social Network?
One of the buddies. The programming buddies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so he was playing somebody.
He's the one who stands like in the front with or by the pool with Eisenberg, and then the other guy breaks the chimney.
Yeah, he has some pretty good quips in there for a little kid. Impressive, even because not that what was the girl's name? Doesn't matter. Lex or Lexi. Okay. She was great too. Yeah. Like everything she did in this movie was fabulous, except for that look up with the raptor and they had the CGI her face. And that wasn't her fault. That was a stunt. That was some person's fault. But and I thought to myself, they couldn't do one more take. Like they couldn't do a take where the stunt person didn't look up. Anyway,
it's like they had to wrangle the raptor. Like just fucking redo it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just green screen, probably. Like just hey, let's redo that real quick. Don't look up. Okay, you got it. And she probably looked up every time. Anyway, she had some good lines, but she got shit on a lot too. Like the Brontosaurus or whatever it is, like just sneezes on her. Which now that I talk about that scene, how the fuck does Grant know? He's like, oh, it's cool. Yeah, just pet it. Like, how does he know it's not going to be like take a little bite? Like, I know it's not. It's a carnivore, but I'm just saying, like, in my life, who the fuck is this? And those teeth, the guy's got to be
not a carnivore.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a carnivore. Like, who's to say that it's not going to be like, who the fuck is this? And just hit him or something like that.
Well, I think at that point he's kind of observed them out in the element a little bit, but like he saw them out when they first get to the island.
Right.
He's like, oh, they're moving in herds.
Okay.
And they can tell how the way they're eating that they're just kind of like.
No, I understand that. But like in any of those creatures, right? Let's see a T-Rex is coming at them, a raptor. They're gonna react, right? It's likely not interacted too much with humans. So to have humans at that tree level, because they climb pretty fucking high, mind you, to get away, which I get it. You got and how would they know they're gonna find a spot where they can casually just sleep? But to go pet it, it might. You guys can't see what I did, but I like did a poking gesture with my nose. So what if he just like
he just turns around and just fucking swipes him with his tail?
Yeah. Destroy like 10 trees in one swipe. But fucking A, like, yeah, cool, go ahead and pet it, like it's fine, and bite.
I mean, at the default setting for anyone should be do not pet wild animals. But they are in a park, so technically,
That's not okay.
I'm just saying.
You're right where you want to pet someone's animal. Like when I see a dog that I really want to pet, right? Super cute dog. I say, is your dog friendly? Like, can I pet it? And I'll get, yeah, he's cool, or yeah, she's cool, like whatever. I'm not just gonna go, hey, and approach an animal.
I would always say, maybe not.
Yeah.
Stanley was cool, but he wasn't that cool.
Oh, he would bark. Yeah, your dog.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd bark. Even
But walking out and about, he's super friendly.
yeah, even with Gunner. You never met Gunner, but he was German Shepherd Lab, and he didn't look threatening. But if you're outside the gate or whatever, like he would bark at you, like once you're in the gate, he's like, hey, what's up? Like just super friendly and kind and stuff like that. But he don't know you. He's gonna yell at you. So what else you got?
Some of the best scenes, the adult conversations that they have, like at their lunch, where everyone lays out their gripes with everybody. Malcolm saying all his stuff, and Allie, and then Allie's conversation with Hammond, like I said.
Yeah, where she's freaking out.
Where
then she tries the vanilla or whatever, the ice cream. Yeah.
She's not freaking out. She's putting him in his
Well,
place.
yeah, like what you did is this. Yeah, I get it. But still, kind of like on edge because.
But they had like they're just well written, at least to me. Like they had real nice starting, middle points, and end points. I just appreciate them. I enjoyed them a lot.
Everybody's acting in this movie is stellar.
It's just so good.
Yeah. And to react with CGI and stuff like and animatronics and the way they did it's like effortless to a lot of them. I think that's why, like I said, it still holds up to this day. It's a couple little corny parts, like when the raptor puts both of its feet down. Like that's kind of silly. Well, no, when it first just when they go down and then it goes to like chase after them, after her, because he sees
kind
it.
of weird.
It's a little campy, but at the same time, like,
But it's a weird surface to walk on too.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's like slick.
One of the notes I have was finally, like you said, finally saw some of the age in the special effects.
Yeah.
But not major, not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Like just a little bit of the color is a little faded, I guess, of the T-Rex for that night scene. But it's like 99% there. It looks fucking super awesome.
Yeah.
And then the raptors, like you were saying, like, it doesn't look not perfect.
So it's good.
But especially like the very end scene, not the very end scene, but the T-Rex doing his victory growl with the banner coming down.
Yeah.
Like you see the shadow of the banner like on his skin as it's falling down. So that shot looks fucking
what is that?
phenomenal.
INL or in what is it?
Industrial Light Magic.
Industrial Light.
Stan
ILN.
And then Stan Winston did the animatronics.
He did.
These are autoerotic. Like, oh no animatronics here.
He did the thing, right?
I don't think so.
I know the name Stan Winston. What other movies has he done?
Terminator 2. He did the exoskeleton.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
And he did the fucking alien.
Okay. The Alien Queen or the Alien?
Queen.
Okay, yeah. The theme music for Jurassic Park, you can't not know it. Was that John Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Terminator 2.
I was looking and I just happened to scroll down the awards that it got, and it got like 3 Oscars, like 3 technical ones. And the score wasn't one of them. So I was like, one wasn't even nominated. What fucking movie beat this?
Yeah.
But I think
It was Fern Gully, too.
I think he beat himself for Schindler's List. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I guess that's the guy.
So I would say when it comes to memorable theme music, like Terminator, Predator, Jurassic Park. Can you think of any of the movies that just stand out?
Star Wars.
Okay, yeah.
There Will Be Blood.
There's Will Be Blood?
It's just creepy in general. A lot of them.
Yeah. Anything else?
The Social Network.
What's that one?
No.
Inception, maybe a little bit.
Trent Reznor.
I know.
Interstellar. Sunshine. Dun, 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 dun,
But was
dun,
the Cornfield one like exclusive to that? Was they made that just for that, or is that anywhere else?
What? Yeah,
like I thought, because obviously there's gonna be. Ooh, I almost pulled this.
Ooh, you fucking dumb fuck.
It caught my foot. I thought with the I think about it. Okay, yeah, because when
The Godfather. I mean, how many more of these out there?
So Godfather's like what? No, maybe it's Jaws. Like dun. But I heard Jaws.
Godfather, Father and God.
I'm just proud of my spectacular at the beginning.
That was pretty good. I was not expecting that. And I was pleasantly surprised. That was going to be my outro, but that's
Well, it
fine.
could still be, but you can do it better. He had a good plan. So the dock worker that was talking to Nedry, that was a video. I don't know if you noticed that there's a play button on that. And so I was like, oh, that's not how that works. I didn't notice that. As if it's hard to watch a video and just don't show that little bottom clip, but clearly they pressed play on something and it was just playing. Those night vision goggles,
Fucking sick.
you can buy those now.
Yeah.
Like, they're available.
How much?
You tell me how much you think they are, because I looked it up.
$416.
That's a very good guess. I'll give you one more.
$417. $457.
$1, Drew. $1. They're
$101. $101.
depending on where you really go, but if you go exclusively from Universal, it's $516.
I said 16?
You said 416. You can get them at a few other places for like something like 450, 480. There's people that have made them on Etsy, but I don't believe they're actually night vision. They're just cosmetic, so they do work. Like you can turn them on and they'll like zoom in and out, but they're not night vision. So I'm like, what's the fucking point?
What's the fucking point?
Yeah, and apparently,
Especially if I'm paying that fucking much.
oh, absolutely. And apparently they're quite heavy. Like
It looks heavy.
You're leaning forward a little bit. So
He looks like the robot from Hitchhiker's Guide? No. There's a movie with like a depressed robot. Which movie am I thinking
that
of?
was Hitchhiker's Guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy was fucking.
Doesn't he have a big
Yeah, the
long
big ass head. Yeah. Well, it's not like long points out, but it's like sort of like a square, or not a square. I'm sorry, it's like a cube, but it's like rounded, but it's big. Yes, I believe that was what Sam Rockwell and Zoe Deschanel and
Is Mos Def in that?
yes, who's the British guy again?
I don't know.
He was in the Marvel movies. He was in Sherlock. The gray hair guy.
Bill Nye?
No, what? No. Shit, I know this. Martin. Something.
Oh,
Martin.
yeah.
But he was the main guy, the main guy.
Bilbo.
Yes, from The Hobbit.
Martin Freeman.
Yes, there it is. I did not like The Hobbits compared to Lord of the Rings.
God.
Well, did he shoot it in 60 or 90? I think it was 90.
The frame rate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
was uncomfortably. At first, it was uncomfortable. When I first came out, I was like, Pete, why? And I called him and I was like, Pete, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, here's the thing. I don't know how he actually.
That's not too bad. Not too bad.
But he was gonna enlighten me on why his choice. And who am I to question Peter Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, he did Frighteners, so I like Frighteners a lot. Michael J. Fox is great.
Chad
McBride, yeah. And then you got what Busey is that? Jake Busey. It's a good movie. Let's see here. The eye scene with the Tyrannosaurus, like kind of like when the pupil dilation, been parodied so many places, but I fucking love it. Like just seeing it again. Let's see here. When the little kid is like, "Turn off the light," like after Grant was telling him to turn off the light. That kid is.
Turn the light off. Turn the light off.
Let's see here. Well, we're back in the car. Like that was a real good line. He had a lot of good, like you said, a lot of good quips. When they're driving away in the Jeep, it gives me memories of the arcade Jurassic Park game. You know, when you have the gun that you can just aim like up, down, left, right sort of thing, because they had that in there.
That was one in the whole.
Yeah, like you're in the Jeep sort of thing. There was another Jurassic Park game. I think it might have been Lost World, where it's a gun game like Time Crisis, right? You can aim a lot more wide, and you're I don't remember exactly what the name it was, but I like that one better because you have the aiming for it and shit. And the raptors are like, you had to go in the tall grass and they're running around and shit. You see their tails poking out and shit.
If it's tall grass, then it has to be Lost World.
You're right. Did you ever play the arcade game where you were like a cop and your body movement was dependent on how you're moving on screen? Like if you have cover and shit like that?
I don't.
I fucking love that game. It's just like Silent Scope. Those two gun games.
Silent Scope was fun.
And Time Crisis, of course. But they have like just a soft spot for those games. But
did you ever beat Time Crisis?
Nope. I did at home. I did because they had the game at home. My dad had the gun that you could play. My dad
did it have a foot trigger too? Or
no, you press it on the gun itself.
Yeah.
So it's like the very front. So you're shooting like you're holding a rifle, unfortunately, but you press that button and it'll do it. But in the game, the cop game, I'm going to demonstrate real quick. So, you put your feet on the two spots that are on the mat, and then based on the weight that you're putting on
okay.
it's moving. So you shoot these few guys that are there, and you can literally move out of the way of the bullets. Like they'll shoot and they just go a little slow.
And I kind of remember it now, but I immediately was turned off by the game because as soon as I stepped on the pressure pad, it said 1 player at a time. Like, fuck you, game.
No way! Did it really? That's fucked up.
It's jokes, Brandon. Come
Oh
on.
god damn! I'd have been so mad. I'd have been so mad. But at the same time, that is funny.
Please press 2 player to play multiple.
Multiple children, please exit the video game. Oh man. And fuck. That's a good joke though. That's a good joke. But I really like that game. If anybody knows what that game is, I highly doubt any of you do because our demographic is mostly women. And not to be sexist, okay, that sounds sexist. So just stop.
No, it'd have to be like 40-year-old women who were playing
There
at
we
the
go.
time.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. When they're okay. So when it says, "Can I touch it?" And,
What's your favorite sequence?
super sexy Malcolm.
Yeah.
When their camera's pulling up over him and he has his shirt open, of course.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Okay, sorry. Sequence of the movie.
So like the Tyrannosaurus attack sequence,
Okay.
the very beginning, just the that sequence, the climbing down the tree sequence, the running away with the
The jackalopes. whatever those are. Yeah.
Gallimimus, whatever, chasing him.
So much blood.
Allie trying to restart the electricity.
Yeah.
The end fight with the raptors and the T-Rex.
Honestly, the end fight with the raptors with the kids, I thought it was kind of interesting that 2 kids, beat out like these smart raptors.
They're not fucking
Rocket scientists.
Yeah.
I get it. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're still smart, though. They can critically think.
I mean, the smartest thing anyone does is Lex with the reflection.
Yeah, but I don't think she did that on purpose.
Okay.
I think she's just getting in there, and the raptors.
I don't know. The way she gets out, she's like, I got that motherfucker. At least it seemed like.
It seemed like she's like, trying to close it, right? And the raptor's like, oh, I'm gonna get this bitch. And then he's going. Yeah, I do like these. He goes.
He kind of looks like the sloth from Zootopia, like the slow smile.
Yeah, the little snarly. I was like, I'm gonna fucking eat this fucking kid up. And when he brings his hands up like that too, like it makes you think of like a Alien when they're in the first Alien movie where they're in the tubes and the guy looks to the right and it's like,
oh yeah, that's right.
Which is super campy.
Yeah.
But it just like, but I don't think that was on purpose. But like for her to do that, I think it just happenstance. Okay. Best sequence though, probably the T-Rex.
I think so.
Coming out of the cage, like that's like not only visually that's amazing, but the stuff with the kids, the stuff
The water.
like yeah, but I mean, all of that whole scene.
Like whoever thought of that was fucking. I mean, they used it in the trailer.
But for Grant to step up and protect these kids, he just had those maybe paternal instincts to do that. I mean, that was the point of what Sadler wanted him to do, right? Like to be with the kids so he can kind of like be around him and shit.
Which makes me sad in part 3 where they're not together.
Yeah, they're not together. And she has like a husband and kids, and that is a bummer. I mean, it's bittersweet though. Like they're still friends. She still, I would say, probably has some love for him. Yeah, love and care. Because she calls the National Guard or whatever.
Love it, take it, care for it.
Yeah. But it's just not the same. It's like it's bittersweet like the ending of La La Land, where they're happy, they're not together, but it's nice. Like they're doing the thing. You agree? It's T-Rex?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, from the power going out, Ian being a little scared, the water cup, like fucking, what's his face? I was like, what? Do you guys hear that? Like it's just so.
The lawyer running away.
Yeah.
Fucking coward.
Yeah,
he left us. He left us. And then she even says that later too. Like she's like, he left us. It's okay. It's okay.
Like that's the most perfect mix of animatronics and CG in the movie. Like, because that's damn near flawless. Like, other than like I said, like the color.
CGI.
Also, my TV's really fucking big, so maybe it's just
Humble brag, Mike. For all those people that have their old 12
But I
inches,
mean, like the
12-inch
T-Rex
tube
coming,
TVs.
yeah, gathering right to TVs.
It's the fucking built-in VCR TV still that people are watching stuff on.
I had a DVD one with a built-in DVD player.
Another humble brag, everybody. Wow. And next thing, like, well, I did have one that was a Blu-ray player too. No big deal.
Yeah, the T-Rex coming over the fence, and then the mix with the animatronics, like with it like staring right at Grant and Lex, like it's just perfect, super scary. I do have a geography set question that's never melted in my brain correctly.
Okay. You think I'm gonna be able to answer this for you?
No, you're going to be also. You probably go.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
good. I'm not good with geography.
I mean, like. Anyway,
Oh,
geography
is
at the sea.
it the drop of that whole? Yeah,
Yes.
that makes no sense. That's what I was gonna bring up next. True. Two.
Like, where was the T-Rex standing?
Yeah.
Like, is it just over to the left the T-Rex can stand, but then to the right is a fucking 60-foot drop?
Maybe they have steps for him to walk up to go to that goat. Which you think about it too, a goat to feed it. Why didn't it get the cow? Like, why didn't it get something larger? Like, give it a fucking elephant.
Well, that wasn't its meal. That was just them trying to coax it to come to the
come out.
fence.
But like, that's a great question. I know that's been in forums and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck is this?
It works because it's exciting.
Yeah.
Like that I understand, but just like, well, the
It
T-Rex
makes no sense.
The T-Rex isn't 60 feet tall, so he's not standing over that. If it was like Godzilla, maybe.
He's
but-
what, like 20 feet tall? 25?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so he's not...
Even that, I don't...
That's not
remember in the
huge.
movie, like how tall are traffic signals? Because that's about how
That's
tall
probably
he
like,
is.
20 feet.
15, 20 feet.
Yeah. Yeah,
But he's like, what, 35, 40 feet long?
Which blows my mind that you can have that's 35, 40 feet long, but then a blue whale is like 100 feet. Like,
Blue whales are still bigger than any dinosaur that ever lived.
I don't get it.
They're the largest thing that's ever lived, ever.
And we fucking hunt and kill it. So at the Long Beach Aquarium, right? They have it's not it's not the skeleton, but it's like the shape of it. And I remember walking it, like, why am I still walking and this is above me? This thing is humongous. Like, if that mammal were to be next to me, right? Let's say I'm just in the water. I would not go in open water first and foremost. But if I was just there, like, just
It would be like the end of the abyss. Like it would just come out, and you would just be all of a sudden just standing on it, and it would just be whale in every direction. You'd be like, "How am I standing on this hole?"
I would be well, not only if that happened to me, I'd probably want to just die. Even thinking of that, just a whale just emerging next to me, even if it's friendly, just come like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I would have started screaming.
Big boat, but like those few videos of like people like in like a tiny ass
Like
stupid
a dinghy,
kayak.
yeah. And like,
Fuck that shit.
even with like, I was gonna say Shamu, even with orcas coming up, like, and those guys are fucking dicks right now, which they should be, like attacking boats and shit. Like, fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah, what's going on? It's crazy.
Do it, just do it. Like we're destroying your environment, so whatever, your ecosystem.
The
everything.
Simpsons are happening.
Yeah, it's the dolphins that are coming on land. So again, if that were to happen, and I'm just in the water, it's super calm, and I'm just on a floaty, right, just relaxing, and then just I see like just come up, not like just breaching, because they're gonna make a wave. It just comes up, like, I would fucking scream, like in a heartbeat.
What is it in Castaway? Right, there's a whale that's kind of guiding him.
Yeah. Was it guiding him? I thought it just came out to bed. What's that dude?
It comes out in various parts.
He comes up, he's like, "It's Tuesday, my dude," and then he just goes down.
What's going on, my furry friend?
His little
balls?
his little fin
And the ball.
Are your nuts fucking oily and sweaty right now? Because I'm sure that you haven't showered in like 8 months. How long was he on that island for?
4 years.
Okay, years, yeah. So Helen Hunt, that bitch. Would you freak out if a whale came up like that?
Cliff Clint. Started with a C. Damn it, what is his name?
Caesar.
Yep, that's it.
That's what it was. Quetzalcoatl. That's a Q, I think. So what would you do if a whale came up like that?
Wuzzle wuzzle.
It was a wuzzle. I hate you. Okay, so if a fucking blue whale comes up,
If I'm on a kayak,
sure.
yeah, freak out a little bit, try to stay calm and not move, and then be awed by the experience. I wouldn't necessarily be afraid.
I don't know, man.
More like frightened. If there's a difference, you know what I'm saying?
Such a big creature.
Yeah.
Like that. And you think
One of those
100
things, just you have to be in awe of it.
right, and 100 feet, if you really if you really put it to scale, it doesn't look that long, but when you're next to something that's, I don't know,
Big ass fucking 100
12
foot meat
tons,
tube.
yeah, 13 tons.
No, they're like 100.
Are they really?
20,000.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Oh, we're looking at it right
If
now.
that thing were to breach and hit a boat, it's destroying.
Weight of a blue whale.
How much does that motherfucker weigh?
It weighs 200 tons.
Oh my
So
god.
200
Metric tons or just tons?
I don't even know what a fucking metric ton is.
I don't either.
2,000 pounds. He weighs 400,000 pounds.
Oh fuck, man! Because a ton's what, 2,000, right? Yeah, that's nuts. I could not imagine that. Even if it were to breach and hit like a yacht, like that's gonna do some fucking gnarly damage to that thing.
I mean, by all accounts, they're cool as shit.
Yeah.
So, but
They don't
they're
eat
still
people. They're
on.
eating like coral, or no, they don't think they eat coral.
Krill.
Krill. There's what it is. Coral. They're eating hard
Coral.
rocks. What is that coral? Your mom's dead. Let's see here. Okay, I touch it. Super sexy Malcolm laying across that table. Have you seen the paintings people have done of it and sell it on Etsy?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like a big, like, a picture. I have considered buying that for you, but obviously I haven't. Let's see here.
I got you that one right there, right?
Yeah.
That's blocked by everything. You can't see it.
Yeah.
That one. Sweet.
And it's minimalist. Yeah, I like minimalist stuff. It's
Yeah.
good. Disneyland Park report. Oh, okay. So the reference to that is they talk about Disneyland. And no, they don't. I'm sorry, they don't talk about Disneyland. But like the kids will be doing reports on this, blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, I did it because Hammond is like, oh, Disneyland wasn't ready when it first opened, so hey, little things happen, right? Well, people will die, Hammond. So that's the difference. But it made me think of how I did that report, as I've talked about before, with doing Pluto was the cutout that I did, and he lifted his leg, and that's where the paper was. That's where the report was. So, I'm a fucking little shit. The fake electrocution, fabulous.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see here. The branch that she swings from when Sadler is running, right, to get to the building.
Oh, she's from log to log.
Yeah,
or whatever?
and she jumps over the one, right, and she just swings from the other. I was like, that's a risky move.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the stability of that branch at all. And so imagine she just jumps it, just snaps, falls on her ass, broken tailbone.
Yeah.
She ain't going nowhere. Raptor meat within 5 seconds.
She's like hits the back of her head. She's like paralyzed. All she does is look around and just see raptors going.
She's paralyzed, but she please don't do the head thing you just did. Like you're right, likely that it could do
I
something.
don't know why they sound like fucking
Yeah.
peacocks, but
Well, if you watch Jurassic Park 3 like we did, like it was like it was very like bird like.
yeah. Oh, they made like the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no fucking way we'll be able to do that. But so if she were to swing from that snap, dead raptor meat. But here's the thing. So
When did she hurt her ankle? Like when
think-
it kicks the gate and she has her
Probably.
foot against it, and
Let's just give her a little sprain. Yeah. I would assume so at least. But so the hunter guy is like, run now. So
Muldoon.
she leaves Muldoon, and Muldoon's gonna go hunt for the one. Because I don't know how he's getting that impression. He's like, we're being hunted. Like I don't know what
You can see it.
How does he see it?
The eye.
He did not see her fucking eye. There's no way he saw her eye. But he does say, like, we're being hunted. And he's like, you got to go. I'm going to fucking take this bitch. He doesn't. He gets murdered. But that whole scene where she's doing all that stuff. So the raptor already got in there and killed Sam Jackson, right? You would think that you would smell that. Like, because a dead body, a ripped open body, whatever it is, you're going to smell the insides. And from my understanding, it's not pleasant. I don't know what the insides of a body would actually smell like, but from what I hear, it's not great. Like blood. Like if there's like sitting pile of blood, it's not a good smell. So, and then also, what caused that? Where was that arm? Like, how was it behind those pipes? And I'm just pointing things out. I understand what you're gonna say and the face that you're making. I'm just saying, like for her arm, she like leans back, right, and then like it falls. How did it get back there? You know what I'm saying? The hunter should have shot. Take out that alpha. The little raptor snarl when the kids are running away. We already talked about that. Shotgun wouldn't make that kind of bullet hole. Also, jamming. Like, I know you shrug, and it's for the movie. It's the sake of the movie. That shell, right? It jammed. Like, they just, like, hey, let's just place it right here. You just push it in. Unless that's the exiting shell, you pull it out. You get it. But he's not I'm sure he's not like some kind of hunter or anything like that.
Weapons expert, yeah.
Right. So when they're up in that crawl space, I wrote, that's some horrible ductwork. Because like it looks like it's not sized right. I'm just going to be a professional here. Like likely that place has air conditioning and heating.
Yeah.
And that looks like a heating duct only. And it's very small and narrow.
They would have heating?
They would, I think so. I mean, no matter what, I'm sure it can get cold there.
Yeah.
And you get those storms and shit like that. Like, yeah, there's some humidity to that for sure. It's tropical, but either way, let's just say you don't want heating. That duct should be larger. Like that, it needs to be larger. And then I asked you if you played the Jurassic Park Sega game.
I wonder if large buildings like that.
Okay.
Is it a movie? No, I guess they would have that there. I'm just thinking of like so many movies where like everyone can just crawl through the duck space. But in reality, like the places I have been through, you can't do that.
No, absolutely not. Like Die Hard, right? He's crawling through those ducks. I don't think they're going to be that large.
And can they
Mission
hold
Impossible.
humans' weight? You know what I'm saying?
I highly doubt it. Yeah. Well, legally, let's just look at Die Hard, right? Bruce Willis, respectfully at that time, 175.
He's probably lighter. Everyone's
Okay, 150.
Yeah.
150. 150 plus the metal. And that's probably held up by like some thin sheets of metal. No, absolutely not.
I mean, they're probably held by those little, like 2 long bolts.
That's
Like
right.
just
Yeah,
a bit-
yeah, and it's under the bottom and it curls back up on top and holds on top. Likely not. Now, if it's braced properly, like if it's thicker metal and it's like really in there and it's in a stud or it's in something else, sure. But I see those not being super heavy that they don't need to be in studs. They can just have like a.
That's the thing. They're only carrying air.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it's just the heaviness of the metal itself, which is thin. So that's why, like in Simpsons, right, when they walk in, you see the bend.
Yeah.
As in, like you would likely see that kind of stuff, and you wouldn't even see that because it's gonna break and you're just gonna fall. But for the sake of the movie, but they weren't really in.
But then again, like, is it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this movie, they're in the crawl space above the drop ceiling.
But even then, like that drop ceiling probably wouldn't hold them either because those are like thin panels and probably like a kind of like a
Cardboard.
particle board,
Yeah, cardboard,
something
yeah.
like that would likely just break or just give way.
Well, no, it looked like it was like the metal mesh ones, but I don't know how much stronger those.
I feel like that would bend and snap too, and because
Also, like the framework is it's super thin too.
yeah,
so.
yeah, and that ductwork, it's just unsafe. It looked
You
like
saw
there's
the little T's and G's and A's on the raptor's face
the T's, the G's, and A's.
on the reflection from the ductwork.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, like DNA sequence, TG, like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So the final scene, or one of the final scenes where the T-Rex appears and kills the 2 raptors, I wrote, shouldn't they have seen the T-Rex and or felt it walking up? Right. Like you would think.
There's a lot going on with that.
There
That
is.
one I forgive.
Yeah.
One, it's just like movie magic where like someone's like walking and they look to their left.
Suddenly they're there.
There's something there when they should have seen it walking up. But
Which I hate. But at the same time, I get it for the sake of the movie. Like it's.
I also never understood how the T-Rex even got in the room. I was like, how did he fit there? But when you look, you can see in the back he's like torn a path through like like just the plastic. So that whole back.
He's
side was
fantastic.
open.
You know. Because I watched Echo recently, right? The Disney series Echo, which is not bad.
What that is.
It's based on.
Oh, the violent one.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there's a parental guidance, but Daredevil's in it for like a scene. So people made it seem like it's a big thing. It is a little violent. It's not that gnarly, but yeah, it is. Like there's a part where this guy gets shot in the back like 3 times, and he's like, and he coughs up blood, and I was like, oh. Another scene where they kill this woman. You don't see her die, but you hear it, and then they're putting the tarp over her, and there's this blood splatter. I was like, dang, but it's not that violent. But anyway,
Is Daredevil still on Netflix? I know they don't make it, but did they remove
it's on
it
Disney.
completely?
Yeah, it's on Disney now. So
All the Daredevils?
So Daredevil, yeah, all the 3 seasons. Punisher.
I don't think I finished the 3rd. Isn't Punisher super fucking violent?
Yeah,
That's on
but
Disney
so is
Plus.
Daredevil. Yeah,
yeah.
It has a little thing, like it has a little warning there. It's
crazy. I'm glad, but I'm just saying it's crazy.
Season 3 had that oneer, that like 7-minute oneer too.
I never watched it.
It's good.
Wait, Daredevil did? Or
Daredevil.
okay,
Like
in the stairway?
No, it was in a prison.
Ooh, I definitely.
Yeah,
didn't
like
see it.
multiple rooms. Obviously, the whole time it's not the guy, like it's a stunt person, and then he'll fall to the ground. Then the real guy will get up because they have like the close-ups and shit. But it's great. It's so good. Like it's.
Like I said, I think I started season 3, but I'd never finished it.
From my understanding, for that oneer, it took weeks to prepare
course.
for. Yeah, but it's really good. The ending for that season, fabulous. And what sucks is at that time they didn't know that they're going to be taken off of Netflix. So even though it ends great. Like it's not like it's like, what's coming next for Fozzie and the team?
Ideas mute.
Yeah. And like so, Punisher had that sort of ending because they knew that was going to be the last season for the shows. But like
Is there 1 or 2?
there's 2 seasons.
A Punisher?
Yeah, Jessica Jones had sort of a like open-ended. The Defenders sort of had open-ended, and so did Luke Cage.
It's way too many shows. I would never watch all those.
The
The only ones I want to watch is Daredevil and The Punisher.
Okay, yeah, the most violent ones. Jessica Jones was perfectly fine. Luke Cage is fine. Iron Fist was okay. I think Iron Fist is my least favorite, but it still wasn't bad. But top is definitely Daredevil. Not only because it started the whole thing, but just it was great.
Yeah.
But they're doing Daredevil Born Again. That's going to be on Disney Plus. Apparently, they started reshoots and doing all this stuff. Huh?
Reese Christian?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He comes out. He comes like the beginning. He comes out of the water. He's baptized. Oh my god! I can see because he gets the power.
I once
Yeah.
was blind.
Pow!
Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's I was blind, but now I see.
Anyway, Michael, did you like this movie?
Seriously?
I'm just making sure.
Yes, I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
I watched it like 3 or 4 times, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Paying various levels of attention to various times, but
Sure.
it's just easy to put on and just like I could go home right now and put it on again. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay. After you take your pants off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When it gets to the Malcolm scenes, you know what I'm talking about.
only the Malcolm
Yeah.
scenes, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe 1 or 2 of Laura Dern.
Well, you know what I really like about the movie? The side characters are such characters. Like they're so much fun. Like maybe Ian isn't a side character because he's like the 3rd or 4th lead or whatever like that. But Sam Jackson is super fun.
He's great.
Nedry is a crazy asshole.
Yeah.
Muldoon,
I again had to think of who the fuck that was.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Muldoon is a character in himself, like grizzled big game hunter.
Where was he from again?
He sounded British, right? Wasn't he British?
Yeah, but I don't think he was British.
He
South
had to be
African?
that. No. Well, I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's either British or Australian, but I had to listen to the accent again. But,
Yeah.
but there's everything.
I didn't hear him say crikey, so
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah,
Look at that thing, yeah.
but I agree with you. Like there's definitely a lot of
Called ourselves a raptor.
there's definitely a lot of unique characters to this movie that
I'm gonna aim your hole with this shotgun.
yeah, I'm a bloody fucking hole in her head. That's what that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off a fucking head and use it as a trophy. Yeah, that was a horrible accent. So besides all that lovely stuff that we have to say about Jurassic Park, which we both obviously very much love this movie.
Is this the first Steven Spielberg movie that we've done?
I think so.
Have we done any others?
Not that I can think of. I don't want to look through them right now and say. I don't believe so that we've done other ones.
You should do The Last Crusade.
Yeah, that is my favorite indie movie too. So Mike, what is the next movie that we are going to review?
Well, we're gonna see another 90s director.
Yeah, what's up with us doing 90s shit lately?
Oh.
What's going on with that? Anyway,
Wait, what else have we done?
the one prior to this?
What was prior?
Muppets?
Yeah,
No,
I
it
guess
wasn't.
so.
It wasn't Muppets. It was Barbie. It was
Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. So we're gonna do another film that I've seen many
Would you
times.
say you've seen this movie more than Jurassic Park?
Ooh, probably. That's a good question. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. We're gonna do Tim Burton, 1990. I forgot to look up the year. Edward Scissorhands.
Okay. And who's that starring?
Jonathan Depp.
Okay.
Winona Rider. What the fuck is her fucking name? Oh my god, I forgot her
mom?
name. Yeah.
I don't know her name, but I know her face.
Fuck me.
All right, he's gonna look it up. So this is our first Tim Burton movie. Oddly enough, it doesn't say Helena Bonham Carter because I don't think him and Tim Burton were Tim Burton. Oh my god, her and Tim Burton were not together yet. Oddly enough, but then fucking every other movie that he's done, she's just been in there. But this is 19. I'm gonna guess and say this 1995.
Oh, you would be way fucking off.
1991.
1990. Dianne Weast.
Dianne Weast. Who?
Dianne Weast.
Dianne Weast. I thought you said Dan Weast. I was like, huh? Okay. Who else is in it?
Alan Arkin's the dad. You remember?
Okay.
And Anthony Michael Hall's.
He recently passed away, no?
Did he?
Yeah, I think Arkin did.
Or
maybe I think of Alan
I'll
Alda.
call you a fucking filthy liar. No, he did. He died last year.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, that's too bad. So anyway, Edward Scissorhands. It's available on Max, and so hopefully you have a subscription to that, or you've seen the movie enough that when we talk about it, you can just enjoy it. If you have any movies that you want to suggest for us, email us at specrapular@gmail.com. I haven't actually checked that email in months, so I should probably do that too. But Mike, why don't you go ahead and take us the fuck away?
Now that it's done, and we watch Jurassic Park, and next week we will watch Edward Scissorhands. Specrapular, specrapular, specrapular. You're supposed to harmonize the very last note.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fucking fuck.